Assalamu alaikum, hey everybody, hope you're well. So today I'm going to be filming the ethnicity tag, which weirdly enough I've never filmed before, and I am going to be doing the mixed race tag just because I am mixed race. And the first question is, where are you from? So mine's actually kind of complicated that I really want to do the ancestry tag just to like kind of narrow it down a little bit more. But my mum is Russian Tatar and my dad's Algerian. And so like Tatars don't actually, so if you're Tatar, like there isn't an actual country, so usually they are from, like they are found in Russia, some parts of Europe and Turkey. I was actually born in Kyrgyzstan, which used to be part of the USSR, so it used to be part of Russia, but it's not anymore. My brother was born in Moscow, I think. So I have like lived in Russia and stuff, because a lot of people get really confused, like when they ask where I was actually born and I say Kyrgyzstan, they're like, oh my god, but that means you're not Russian. And I'm like, yeah, I know, just because I was born there it doesn't mean I'm actually from there. It just means that's where we were currently living at the time. Yeah, and my dad's like from Tlemcen in Algeria. Quite simple, to be honest. My mom's side is just super complicated. And okay, so the second question is, when was the last time you visited your country? So I haven't been to Russia since the last time I was when I was 13. I'm dying to go, but the chance just hasn't come about yet. And last time I was in Algeria was not last summer, but the summer before that. So almost, it's gonna be 2 years. Yep. So the third question is, what part of the country are you and your family from? Okay, I kind of answered that. With my Russian side, like, yeah, so I kind of answered that question. So basically, like, my mom is originally from Ulyanovsk, so that's where she was born and she like grew up and stuff, and then they moved to Kyrgyzstan and I was born in Bishkek. And that's kind of where I spent most of my childhood, between like Russia and Kyrgyzstan. In the summer I'll spend it in Kyrgyzstan, and then the rest of the year I'll be in Russia. It was amazing, like I loved my childhood. I'm so glad I grew up in another country. I think it's amazing to like spend your life living in different places, like seeing different cultures. I think it's just so amazing, and I'm really glad like I haven't lived my whole life in England. I always think about my little sister and I'm like, it's kind of a shame that she's completely grew up in England, because like I got to see the world basically as I was growing up, and obviously I remember everything because I was quite old, so not too old, but you know, I was a child, but I still remember everything, and it was super amazing. And like I had such a great childhood in Russia too. Okay, so number 4, name one ethnic food that you enjoy the most. Oh, that's so hard. So Algerian, you know what I love that's Algerian? Oh, I forgot what it's called. I'm so bad because I don't really eat it in England. I only have it when I'm back in Algeria, and it's basically like, if you're Arab, like you would know this, especially if you're North African, you would know this. It's kind of like a greasy pancake. It's a bit like a paratha, like, you know, if you're Asian, you know paratha, like chapati kind of thing, like the really oily one. So it's a bit like that. So it's a bit like a pancake that has loads of layers and it's super oily, but it is amazing. Like I love that. And I also really love masaman, which I haven't had in such a long time. I don't really know how to describe that, to be honest. It's kind of like, if you're Algerian, you know. Now with Russian, my favorite Russian food, there's so much. I love lagman, but like I don't think that's Russian. I think that's more like I'm guessing like people in Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan and stuff have. I don't know if like Russians actually have that, to be honest. What else? Pelmeni, I love so much. Prяники, oh my god, my mom makes the most amazing prяники ever. And also like eclairs, oh my god, like my mom, I don't know, like I always grew up thinking eclairs were Russian because it's something my mom always used to do in Russia. And also, what else do I like? Медовый торт. So basically, by the way guys, like I can't pronounce my R's, so when it comes to other languages, like I'm not so great. But yeah, basically honey cake, the Russian, like there's this Russian honey cake which is absolutely insane. My mom hasn't made it in a long time, but those are like some of my favorite stuff. Also, like if you're a YouTuber or blogger and you're Russian, hit me up, because you know what, like it's so, I love to meet other Russian speaking bloggers and Instagrammers and stuff, and just general people. Generally it's so nice to be able to speak Russian with them, because the only like place that I speak Russian with is my mom, so it'd be so amazing to like speak to you guys. Like I have my friend Bella who lives in London, so I try and speak Russian when I'm with her, but I don't see her that often. So number 5 is name one household item that best represents your culture. I think with Russian, it's definitely my Russian dolls. I absolutely love Russian dolls, and I really love them because it's just such a strong symbol of like being Russian and stuff. And I grew up with having like being around Russian dolls all the time, so it's just the big. And then I have this one. So this one is actually from Russia. This one I actually my dad got from here, strangely enough, but this is very, I guess this is a newer version, but this is very, very Russian too. Like it's the Russian style and everything, which I love. And I guess the Algerian side is probably like this. Like this print is actually inspired from Morocco. Algeria, Morocco is like, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. So I guess this scarf, which I literally just paired because it matched my jumper. And that's it really. I mean, we've got a tagine. I guess that's another thing that represents Algeria. And then the last question is, do you speak your language? And yes, yes, I speak Russian. Like I fluently understand Russian. Like I can understand all of it, like even like the news and, you know, stuff like that. However, the way I talk it is very, like the way I speak it is very basic, simply because I speak like Russian and English with my mom, and it's very basic because obviously, like, I don't know, my conversations are just really simple. Obviously, because I don't speak with anybody else in Russian, like I think it's very basic. But I feel like once I get talking, like, and I get used to it, then I'm okay again, and it kind of picks up. I can also read and write in Russian. Arabic, like Algerian, I know a little bit. I know more Algerian than Arabic, which is very similar. It's just different dialect, and to be honest, the words are very different too. Sorry, I can't really speak it. I just know a few words. I understand a tiny bit Arabic, however, like barely understand. I can kind of read Arabic, kind of. Like I know the alphabet and stuff, like super slow reading. I read Russian much better, and that's because my mom taught me to like read and write in Russian, and I really love doing it because she used to do it in such a fun way. And I used to write letters to my grandma, like my nan, in Russia. So I really got into it. With Arabic, I never really got into it because I guess I was never really taught it properly. Unfortunately, like I would have loved to be able to speak Arabic, but unfortunately I don't. Also, my mom does speak Tatar, which I only know a few words. So yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see me do more tag videos, then let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what tag videos you want me to do, because I really enjoy doing them now. Like before, I wasn't too keen on them, but now, as I'm like, my channel is growing and I'm doing more new stuff, like I'm really enjoying it. And I feel like because I've now like got my lighting, got my setup, got everything like sorted, I love to film all kinds of videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!